Good evening. Welcome to Oliver Ames High School and the Dalrymple Performing Arts Center. My name is Jeff Benson. I'm the music department chair for the Easton Public Schools, and I would really like to welcome you all to the first 7th and 8th grade winter concert in 2 years. Big round of applause for all of our performers tonight. I just want to take a second and acknowledge the hard work and dedication of our middle school music teachers. On stage behind me here tonight, we have, whoop, there you are, Mrs. Nikki Maragliotta and the chorus. Our piano accompanist, Mrs. Heather Radazzo. And up back, rejoining us this year, teaching both the band and the orchestra, Mrs. Christy Foy. I would really like to take a moment and say on a personal note, having taught at the middle school for many years before the pandemic started, I am tremendously proud of all of the 7th and 8th graders that are here performing tonight. To have made it to the other side of this and to still be doing what they're doing and working hard is truly an accomplishment. You know, last year to do this virtually, it's so difficult. Music is a social activity. We make music together, and it has been such a joy to see the kids together making music on this stage as we've started to reintroduce live music over the last couple months. So I'm very excited to hear this tonight. I know you all are as well, and I will turn it over without further ado to the EMS 7th and 8th grade chorus.
Thank you very much. As Mr. Benson said, my name is Nikki Maragliotta, which is precisely why they call me Mrs. M. And I want to echo everything that Mr. Benson said. We are just so excited to be performing for you here tonight. This is my lucky 14th year teaching chorus and music, but it is my first full year here at Easton. I started partway through the year last year, and I met most of the students up here virtually. And for those of you who had to welcome me into your homes doing all the weird vocal woo, woo, woos on your computer screens, I sincerely apologize for that. We are just so glad to be actually doing this in person now. As you can tell from hearing them sing, it's good to be back. It's really good. We're going to move on to our next piece, the bells. You will notice some themes in the pieces we picked for tonight. There are 3 things I love as a choral teacher to sing with choruses. That is canons, songs in other languages, and lullabies. This next song is not in another language, but it does echo some of our ELA themes at school by using the text of Edgar Allan Poe, and it is The Bells.
Hear the sledges with the bells, silver bells. What a world of merriment their melody foretells. How they tinkle, tinkle, tinkle in the icy air night. While the stars that oversprinkle all the heavens seem to twinkle with the crystalline delight. Keeping time, time, time in a surge of learning crowd. To the tintinnabulation that so musically wells. From the bells, 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 bells. From the jingling and the tinkling of the bells. Hear the sledges with the bells, silver bells. What a world of merry melody foretells. How they tinkle, tinkle, tinkle in the icy air night. While the stars that oversprinkle all the heavens seem to twinkle with the crystalline delight. Keeping time, time, time in a sort of running rhyme. To the tintinnabulation that so musically wells. From the bells, 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 bells. From the jingling and the tinkling of the bells. Jingle, jingle, tinkle, tinkle, jingle, jingle, tinkle, tinkle, jing, jing.
I just have to acknowledge after hearing you just laugh too. This is Mrs. Radazzo playing piano with us, and she's phenomenal. So please give her a round of applause for joining us tonight too. And again, we're going full steam ahead with singing here at Easton Middle School. We are singing in multiple parts. I love it. I can hear people with strong lungs in the audience too. These are future EMS singers out there. I can tell. I love it. Floored with the part work up here, the independence in their parts, the focus on how they're singing, and we're going to now take all of that focus and put it into unison with this lullaby. I love to have middle school students sing lullabies because it helps us hone our more emotional and softer sides of singing. Lullabies are sort of the universal language of music. Every culture has their lullabies. This next lullaby is in Spanish, which also gets our singers to focus on their word sounds and their vowel letters and everything so that we can really sing and focus on how we're singing those words. And I was really excited when we introduced this next song. We had several members of the chorus say, I had a grandma that sang that song to me, or somebody in my family knows this song. So if you know it too, I hope it reminds you a little bit of some calming things as well. This is Duérmete, mi niño.
Duérmete mi sol, duérmete
our last piece, we're going to shake it up. And to shake it up, I have to invite some of our 8th grade percussionists to come to the stage. So if you are back there, please, Will, Patrick, Adam, and Chris, and Maddie, can you all work your way up here? When we originally planned to do this concert in December, it made sense to plan a song that had some sort of like peace on earth sentiments, right? We started our concert with a song about peace. Hine Matov is a Hebrew canon that loosely means, isn't it good to all live together in peace? This last song is Peace on Earth, and you might have noticed in your programs, and lots of little crickets. We're middle school, we gotta shake it up a little bit with something like that. Please pay close attention to the text of the piece. The poem starts out with, "One night a cricket crept in my room, so I ran to my mother and said, 'Make him go away.' She said that crickets bring us good luck, so I let him stay and fed him night and day. Later on, my cricket looked so sad, and he said, 'I'm getting lonely to no end.' So I ran out into the field, and I brought him back a sweet cricket girlfriend." You'll have to listen to the rest of what they say. I have to point out, Patrick is actually playing a cricket.
One night a cricket crept in my room, so I ran to my mother and said, "Make him go away." She said the crickets bring us good luck, so I let him stay and fed him night and day. Later on, my cricket looked so sad, and he said, "I'm getting lonely to know." So I ran out into the field, and I brought him back a sweet cricket girlfriend. Before too long, my whole room was filled with baby crickets all chirping their stories. I gave all my friends a baby cricket for luck, and I even gave them to my enemies. All the people in the neighborhood let their lucky little crickets be their guide. New friends and raiding return is forgotten, and the happiness in crickets multiply. My mother said, "Let's buy some little boxes and fill them with crickets and send them on to different people here and there and everywhere, and bring all the world a happy, friendly day." Boom, shing a boom, a shing shing, boom 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 boom, shing a boom, a shing shing. There were little crickets chirping far and wide, and I winked and I smiled and I laughed and I loved it. All the people were so happy go lucky, they forgot how to hate each other. There was peace on earth, and joy everywhere. Peace, there was peace on earth, hearts filled with gladness. Peace, there was peace on earth. Oh, yeah, there was peace on earth.
Wow. Okay, thank you so much. This was so much fun. We cannot wait to do it again for you in May. But at this time, we're going to have a little bit of some transitions going on up here. So then we're going to invite Miss Foy to come up. I cannot wait for you to hear their part of the concert. So sit tight, talk quietly amongst yourselves, and thank you again for being here to see our awesome music program at EMS. Thank you.
Good evening. The orchestra has prepared 3 pieces for you tonight. Our first piece is Quintus by Larry Cork. The Latin word quintus refers to the 5th voice in a piece of music for 5 parts.
In this case, the 5 voices are represented by violin 1, violin 2, cello, and bass, and viola. Be sure to listen to each voice be introduced at the beginning of the piece. And a special shout out to Thais Renee for adding her own bass drum part to this piece. Our second piece introduced our orchestra to the sounds of Southern fiddling mixed with a Western Copeland X style. It truly makes something special.
As our orchestra experimented with different dynamic levels and tempo, it was exciting
exciting to hear the piece come to life. Our final piece for tonight's concert is Trepok by Peter Ilyich Tchaikovsky. This song is a well-known tune that comes from the Nutcracker Ballet.
Trepok is based on a far Ukrainian folk dance and often played throughout the holiday season. Thank you for being a supportive audience. We hope you enjoyed these pieces.
Thank you so much. We have one more set change with the concert band for our final ensemble. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. The band has prepared 3 pieces for you tonight. Our first piece is titled The Return of Samba, featuring myself and 2 other soloists, Chris Hill and Jacob Cote on percussion. Samba is a type of popular music with Afro-Brazilian traditions. This work largely features the auxiliary percussion section. Some of us first began learning samba back in the 6th grade before COVID struck, and it was originally titled Samba La Bamba. So we decided to bring this song back to welcome our concerts after a long 1.5 years. Please enjoy The Return of Samba.
A lush chorale in E-flat opens this overture by John O'Reilly. An overture is a musical composition used as the introduction to a piece of music.
It is often dramatic and sets the mood for the rest of the piece. Northridge Overture has a driving percussion part which gives the piece intensity right up to the last note.
to thank. Before our last piece, we would like to thank the following people for their continued support of our music program. Dr. Alicia Corball, Superintendent, Ms. Chrissy Peru, Assistant Superintendent, Mr. Luke Carroll, EMS Principal.
Mr. Jeff Benson, Music Department Chair, Tempo, the Easton Music Parent Organization, our teachers, guidance department, nurses, and main office staff at EMS, you, our music families. This would not be possible without you supporting us.
Take a time-honored Christmas song, the style of Trans-Siberian Orchestra, a horn riff from Chicago, the rock fair of Green Day, mix them all together and you get a really cool version of Bell Carol Rock. Enjoy the song.
Thank you so much. Again, we're looking forward to the next time we have another performance. Thank you for all of your support up until this point. At this time, we're going to dismiss the band students to the cafeteria. They will meet you in the atrium outside of the auditorium. Thank you so much and have a good evening.